ever heard of the term spending down?
It's something important you should know about, and we've got attorneys Sarah Cons and Justin Randall from Hooper Law Office here to tell us all about it. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Okay, Justin, let's talk a little bit. What does the term spend down mean?
So spend down refers to when someone has applied for Medicaid and Medicaid has told them what they need to spend through asset-wise in order to qualify. Medicaid then, after they have spent down through the required amount, will assess their income and step in to provide assistance to the remaining cost of care.
Okay.
So is this, Sarah, the best option for long-term care planning?
Well, spending down is really just sort of a byproduct of having the application process for Medicaid. Really what you're trying to plan for is the ability to afford care. Usually in order to get into different facilities, you want to be able to pay privately for a certain period of time. If you want to move facilities, you may want to make sure you have the ability to do that later on, so you're not spending through everything you have. Or if you want to stay in a private room, or if you really want cable, or anything that is important to you, to your quality of life, to your dignity, to making sure that you have the kind of care you want, that's where we really want to control what you're spending down.
Okay, so Justin, what should people do who are planning for long-term care costs, Joe?
So the first thing they should do is seek out an elder law attorney. Ideally, they'd have several years of experience, doing Medicaid applications and Medicaid planning. Okay. You want them to be able to focus their practice solely on elder law and estate planning. They can provide them with a variety of strategies to get them qualified for Medicaid and possibly stretch out some assets for a number of years longer than they would have otherwise been able to.
Oh, I never thought about having a lawyer to apply for Medicaid. I always thought it was something like, doing your taxes or something, right? Okay.
So Sarah, what about families that are already facing these long-term care costs? Do they still have any options?
Well, that's a huge misconception, honestly, in the industry. Even if somebody is already receiving care, they still have options for what it is that they can do. I mean, what we can do is based entirely on what they have left, what their cost of care is, what we're trying to do. Are we trying to provide for another spouse that maybe is still living in the community? Are we trying to make sure that they can stay in a private room or afford transportation if they need regular medical care? What is our goal? So there are still things that they can do. They just have to seek advice as soon as possible.
And Justin, I know you guys have a free seminar coming up, and this is one of the topics covered, but really you cover quite a few topics, so it's really applicable to anybody planning for long-term care, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, we go through all the basic estate planning documents that people need to have for every plan. We talk about non-Medicaid planning as well, but we focus a lot on Medicaid planning because it's such a growing need in just the world at this point, but especially this area.
Okay.
Well, it sounds good. If people have questions, that free seminar is a great place to start, and it is offered through Hooper Law Office Wednesday, April 10th, 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. And this is happening at the Fox Valley Tech Riverside campus in Oshkosh.
Again, it is free, but they do ask that you register. Call 920-993-0990. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.